This is KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and my guests today are from the upcoming Old Creamery Theatre production of Rise Up, O Men, the Church Basement Ladies Return.
That's right.
Say hi to Ross Wheeler and Nikki Savitt. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thank you.
Nice to have you both. So Old Creamery has kind of made a little cottage industry out of church basement lady shows. How many is this?
This makes number 6, and this is the brand, like you said, the brand new one. Mm-hmm. And Old Creamery is the premier production outside of where it originated in Minneapolis. Old Creamery is the first theater
No
to get its
kidding.
hands on it.
Yep.
So that's,
Wow.
yes.
Okay. So not a world premiere, but an out-of-the-home district premiere,
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
I guess.
And this is the one, this is a new one, so hence I'm here, that Rise Up, O Men. It used to be just the church basement ladies and the pastor.
Right.
And this one has men in the basement, and that's kind of the take of it. So
Wow.
yeah, so I wouldn't have been here for the first 5, but here I am for number 6.
Well, before we talk about the plot of the show, you both have been here before, but just remind us a little bit about where you're from, how long you've been with the troupe, and things like that. Ross, you go first.
Okay, well, I'm from the Chicago area. I'm actually live in Yorkville, Illinois. And this is my first year with the Old Creamery Theater, but this is my 3rd show in a row. So I just came over here for a quick little run. So
That's
I was in
right.
Guys on Ice and Footloose, and so now Church Basement Ladies.
And you're a drama teacher back home.
I am. You have a great memory.
And you got special dispensation to take a semester off.
I did. I took a little leave of absence from my students. I just got a text message from my sub teacher when we were in the lobby. Just asking for information and that type of thing. So it's exciting.
Wasn't not tied to a chair.
No. Everything seems to be going well. Just verifying dates and that sort of thing.
Find the principal. Need help.
Right, that's all I get. That'd be awesome.
And Nikki, how about you?
I kind of grew up in Ross's neighborhood a little bit. I grew up in Arlington Heights, Illinois, northwest suburbs. But most recently, I've been living out in the Springfield, Illinois area where I live with my delightful 77-year-old mother. I always say we're kind of half of a Golden Girls episode when I'm not working. I've been very fortunate to return to Old Creamery Theater several times throughout my career. And like I said, most recently when Old Creamery was able to get the first Church Basement Ladies back in 2010. And I've been able to come back each time for each sequel. And so Mr. Sean McCall and I are going to be 6 for 6.
So, you have perfect attendance then for all 6 of them.
Yes.
Nice. So, Ross, since you are the new character in the basement, tell me, give me the synopsis of how it happens that men are allowed in the church basement.
Well, it just so happens that Vivian decided to have a work day at the church, called a work day at the church, but she explicitly said, "Stay out of my kitchen." But she wasn't there the day that we had the work day. So people went, well, let's just get some work done in the kitchen when she's not around. And so the men make a trek down to the kitchen to just do some repairs and to get things up and running again. And that's where hilarity ensues.
Does Vivian show up in the middle and discover, or is she gone the whole time?
You are so smart. Yes.
Wow.
Okay. Yes. I don't want to give too much away.
Right.
But yes,
No
there
spoilers.
Is. But yes, she does return and finds us there against her wishes.
So do you think, how have the writers done about keeping this series fresh? Because it is, now it's definitely kind of a Midwestern joke. Those of us who are familiar with small town Iowa, Minnesota, and Wisconsin know all about the church basement. And when he first came up with this concept, it was, to all of us who'd had this experience, it was great. But now 6 in, how has it morphed? Is it still kind of in that same theme, or are they, is he bringing new things into it? But besides men, obviously.
Right.
I personally think I am forever in debt to Greta Grosch, who originates Mavis in every single production and has written now all 5 sequels. The only one she didn't pen was the first one. I'm always amazed at her mind and how she keeps coming up with new ideas, new plot scenarios, different timelines, because this one's going to go back a little bit. This one's going to go all the way back to 1964.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Oh, so it doesn't. Oh, so it does
Yes.
not. It does not take place in present time.
No, it does
So
not.
we're getting
as close as we even got was the last one, which we go all the way to almost 1980. What was the last potluck supper? But yay, not really. So yeah, she's always forever coming up with, and I think the plots get funnier, and again, I think the characters she developed. I love these new characters that she has found in this one. So. I personally say keep going. I keep joking with her. I'm like, you got 7 and 8 in your head by any chance? You know. So.
I think it's really interesting because this is my first Church Basement Ladies, and I have to say that I haven't even seen the other ones. So I know that's terrible of me.
Oh.
But this is a standalone. So it's not like that you have to have seen all the other ones to understand it.
Mm-hmm.
If someone is not familiar with Church Basement Ladies, they can jump in on this one and enjoy it. And it's interesting in the rehearsal process is that sometimes, we do this because she always does this. So there's enough throwbacks that happen to the other productions. So those people who are church basement lady heads, what would you call people that would always
Church
go?
basement lady files.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So for those people that are really understanding and are good fans of the Church Basement Ladies, there's going to be tons of that stuff that they're teaching me. But it really stands alone as its own thing. So for new people that are coming in, come on in and see it.
And it's got to be fun to go back to the 60s, too, for costumes and props.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
It's interesting. And even in rehearsal, it's one of those things like, we pull out a rehearsal prop and like, okay, plastic buckle. That's got to go. We got to find another one. So it's finding those things that will fit the time and will fit in people's memories that remember how things were.
When does the show open?
This show opens October 12th to November 12th.
A week from today.
A week from today? Is that really? Oh, my word. The exciting thing is that it is selling extremely well. And so most of the matinee performances are already filled. So they've already added a matinee, and I can't remember the date, and I'm so sorry.
October 28th.
There you go. So they added a Saturday matinee. So if anyone's interested in seeing the show, especially during a matinee performance, they should call the box office right away and make arrangements.
Get your tickets early, it sounds
Yes.
like.
Because really, most of the matinees I'm completely full, which is great. There's a lot of excitement to come see the show.
Well, always sounds like a blast. The Church Basement Ladies plays are just hilarious, and as someone who grew up in a church basement, every character, every scene. Oh, yep, knew her.
Yep.
Yep, been there.
Yep.
I think you will laugh so hard during this one. I mean, there are things that I just find hysterical in rehearsal, and I just know the audience is going to eat up with a spoon. So
The show is Rise Up, O Men, another volume in the saga of the Church Basement Ladies, opening October 12th at the Old Creamery Theatre. If people want tickets, they can call the box office or go to the website, which is...
The phone number is 319-622-6262 for the box office, or you can find tickets at theoldcreamery.com.
All right. Ross and Nikki, thanks so much for coming in, and have a great run with the show. Sounds
Thank
like
you
a
so
blast.
much.
thanks for having
Thank
us
you.
back.